What's going on, guys? Machine here with another Skyrim guide, this one being on how to craft Daedric Armor. Daedric Armor is the best heavy armor in the game. It requires level 90 blacksmithing to craft, and there are some very specific mats that you're going to need that are a little challenging to get, more or less time consuming to get, but this guide is all about how to get those, where to get those, and obviously the crafting itself. Now, first off, like I said, you got to have blacksmithing at 90. Now, if you're working on blacksmithing or you're not quite at 90, or maybe you're at 100, regardless, there's a guide in the description that shows you how to get your blacksmithing up quick. Now, a lot of people think, well, dragon armor at level 100, level blacksmithing level 100, might be better. Well, it's not. And if you carefully look at the armor and the abilities, and when it's all said and done, the Daedric armor comes out on top. So that's what this guide is about. So we're going to move forward right now. So you may be wondering, why is Machine standing in front of this cave right now? Well, very simple. There's a couple different mats that you need to craft Daedric armor. One of them being ebony ingots. Now, ebony ingots can be difficult to come across. I've been told later in the game at higher levels you can buy them, but very rarely off some of the main city blacksmiths. I went to pretty much every city and they were not available for me. So, gotta go the old-fashioned way and find them myself. So this cave right here that I'm standing in front of, I'll show you on the map, it's the Gloombound Mine. So within this mine, which I'm about to show you in a moment, we'll be able to, get mats to get the ebony ingots. So where's the Gloombound Mine? Right here is Windhelm, which is one of the main cities. It's pretty much just diagonally southeast of that, right below Narzlbar. Wow, I said that wrong. Narzlbur. There you go. So the Gloombound Mine, it's on the map. It's not hard to find. Let's go in and see what we can find. So as we actually enter the mine here, none of the people that are in here are hostile. As you can see, walking around them. They're orcs. They don't want me here, but they're not attacking, so whatever. There's a pickaxe over here on the table, so I grabbed that. And then there's some ebony ore veins over here. So we're going to go ahead and do a little mining. So we're trying to get this ebony ore for the ingots. So basically, once you, kind of go through the different areas of the mine here,
blesses us with this land.
Be quiet, orc. You'll be able to actually gather enough ore for the ingots that you need. So you're going to want to go through this entire mine here. Just hit every single,
blesses us with this land.
Ebony vein that you can find, and you should have enough to be able to smelt down, which we'll go over next to get to the next step of your Daedric armor. Alright guys, so you've gone out, you've gathered your ebony ingots, and now we're back at town, over here by the blacksmithing area. And you're going to want to be looking for this over here. Now this here to the left of my machine is the smelter. So you'll click E or whatever your active key is to activate the smelter, and you'll have this menu here. You're going to go under the miscellaneous. You're going to go down to your ebony ingots, and basically it takes 2 ebony ore to craft 1 ebony ingot. So we're going to go ahead and say create this item over and over and over again, and I'm not going to make you guys sit through this, so just give me 1 second. Alright guys, so all my smelting is completed. Basically, I got about 33 pieces of ebony ore from that one run through the mines. And after smelting it, it made 16 ingots. Now to create the actual Daedric armor set, which I'm talking the chest piece, the gauntlets, the boots, and the helm, you're looking at 13 ingots needed. So we definitely cleared that. Now, I actually had enough left over to be able to make my one-handed sword, because I'm using a one-hander. If you want to get a two-hander, you're going to get a little bit more or than what I initially got, or you'll have to go back and do another run. So we got that squared out of the way, got the ingots. The other pieces you need are leather strips, which can be bought off of the blacksmithing vendor. Now the third and probably most time-consuming ingredient are the Daedric hearts. Now the Daedric hearts can be found throughout the world. If you're under level 25, you're going to have to do quests to get them. If you're level 25 or above, you can actually buy some of them off of the alchemist vendors. They're not always there. I've heard some people say that they just stood at one vendor and just kept refreshing every 24 hours. And then I've heard other people say that they weren't as lucky. So I guess it's kind of touch and go with that. But let's go over the locations of the Daedric hearts, how to get them, what quests you need to do, etc. Alright guys, so the Daedric hearts, where are they? Excellent question. Like I already mentioned, at level 25 or above, you can go to the alchemist vendors in the main cities and check there. There is a chance that the hearts will be there for purchase, but there's also a chance that there won't be. So if you're having a hard time with that, or you're not level 25 yet, then you can do a couple quests or find them in a couple locations throughout the world of Skyrim, and I'll let you guys know about that right now. Just to let you guys know right up front too, there will be a link in the description with a guide on where to find the Daedric hearts, so don't worry about writing stuff down or whatever. You know, you can continue through with the video and listen to what I have to say, but you can also just click on the link after and follow the small guide that will help you get the Daedric hearts. So basically there's a couple quests and there's a couple locations where they're at. I'll explain the two that I did. One being the Black Star quest line, which is based around the Azura Shrine. Basically at the end of that quest line, you get to fight Malin Varen. He summons 3 Daedric mages, you kill them, and you get 1 heart off of each, so that gives you 3. The next quest that I did was the Waking Nightmare quest, and that's based around the Nightcaller Temple and Dawnstar. Now when you do that, there's actually 2 that'll be in the laboratory, and they're found on bookshelves, and you could just loot those with no problem. So that gives you 5. Now that right there will get you your 4 for your armor suit and then 1 for your weapon. So I got it for my one-hander. So that pretty much squares it away. Now if you end up wanting more to be able to craft some more of the Daedric pieces, like maybe some of the 2-handers or a shield or whatever you want to make, you know, there are other locations where to get hearts. And I will have those contained in the guide in the link in the description below. So should be all set with that. Now it's just time to basically go make the armor. Now before you can craft Daedric armor, you got to be spec'd into it properly. So let's go ahead and hit tab if you're on PC. It's going to bring up the menu where you can select your skills. You'll see here that my smithing is already at 100. And basically, I had already done Dragonplate, so I went around the left side of things. And then this time to spec into Daedric, obviously I already had steel smithing, but I went over to Dwarven smithing, then to Orcish, followed by Ebony, and then finally was able to get to Daedric smithing. But you're going to want to put some points in here so it makes it available to craft. Then it will appear on your crafting menu. Here we are in front of the forge once again, but this time to craft Daedric armor. So pretty excited. Got all your mats? Then it's time to craft. So keep in mind, you need those leather straps off the vendor. You needed those ebony ingots. And you need those Daedric hearts. So as long as you have those 3 key pieces, then it's time to go. So basically we're going to click on the forge. It's going to bring up the menu. You're going to scroll down to Daedric. You're going to go in here and you're going to see all your armor pieces. So you make the armor, you make the boots, you make the gauntlets, you make the helmet. That covers your armor suit. Then at that point, if you want to make a sword, a dagger, a bow, a shield, you're all set. So that's pretty much it. Let's take a look at the finished product. Here we are, guys, the completed product, Daedric armor. As you can see, it's probably the most wicked looking set of armor I have seen in many games. For crying out loud, to me I look like the medieval version of Darth Vader. I would not screw with me if I was anyone else. But there you have it. You've got the chest piece, the helm, the gauntlets. You got the boots. There's the sword. You can take a look at that. You know, I mean, it's just a wicked armor piece. It really is. They did a really good job with the art of this suit. And there you have it, guys. That was my Daedric armor guide. Hopefully it helped you out. This is hands down the best heavy armor in the game. So I definitely suggest you taking the time, even though it is a little time consuming, to stray away from your questing for a moment to craft this piece. You will not regret it. If this video helped you guys out, I'd appreciate it if you liked and favorited it. It does help me a lot. It helps me get out there more and get more exposure, which I'm really trying to do. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I got a lot more videos like this already out and a lot more coming out. In the links in the description, you'll find the guide that I mentioned. In addition, you will also find my Facebook and my Twitter. I do use Facebook and Twitter throughout the day to keep in touch with people so you can see what I'm doing, what I'm playing. And I just recently started live streaming on and off too, so you want to check my Twitch TV channel as well. Thanks again, guys, for watching. As always, stay tuned. Machine out.